Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Shermaine, aka Terry McGinnis, coming at y'all with kind of a different video today. It's a little bit of a discussion video, kind of. Wanted to talk about the Xbox, just the Xbox brand, really, being the Dude Man Bro machine, which you might have heard that term from that label from some PlayStation fanboys. I don't know if some use it. I don't go on YouTube comments to look for fucking console war shit, but it's kind of synonymous with Xbox and a little bit of PlayStation, but not too much. And this kind of goes back to the video I talked about expanding your gaming horizons, why it's really important to play more than one genre and stuff like that. And it just kind of occurred to me the other day. I had recently just found out about this game called Persona, which it's been a franchise that's been around for a while, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys have never heard of Persona at all. And it's a game that is really fucking different. It's really different from anything you probably have played. It's an RPG, but it's like it's an RPG and a social simulator, meaning that you and there's combat to the game too. It's not like you're playing like a dating game or something, but depending on the relationships that you cultivate and the bonds that you have with the other NPCs around you, your character actually gains attributes based on the personality of the people that you have bonded with. And I'm not totally sure if that's 100% on point because I don't have the game, but it's so different from what you've ever played before. It's crazy. It's really, really interesting when you kind of sit back and look at how much more there is to gaming than just one genre. And going on about Persona, it's very, very different. And I've watched the anime. They made an anime of it, which was, oh man, it was awesome. And I'm actually gonna buy the game. It's only for PlayStation 2. Persona 4 is the one I'm gonna buy. It's only for PlayStation. I don't have a PS Vita, so I can't, and I don't want to buy one. I've had a PlayStation 2 for a very long time, and I'm gonna play it. And there's multiple sites that have categorized Persona 4 as one of the best RPGs of all time. Top 10, something like that. So it's like, wow, I really want to check it out. And like I was saying about expanding your gaming horizons, I get tired of the same old shit. Like, I don't necessarily get tired of Halo because I love Halo. First game I ever owned on Xbox, the original, so it's got a special place in my heart. But after a while, you kind of want something different. That's why RPGs and fighting games and other games in general that just don't have to do with shooting or shooters any kind, or just shooting in general as like a main focal point of your game. That's why those games stimulate me in such a good way. That's why I loved Skyrim, because it was so different. I've never played an RPG. Really, I hadn't played an RPG. Oh, I had played Fallout. But Fallout is an RPG with first-person shooter elements, whereas Skyrim, obviously, there's no fucking guns in that game. Oh, excuse me, but I just can't stress enough how important it is to at least try other games. I can understand if you're a casual gamer. I know one of my friends in high school, that's all he played was Call of Duty because he was mostly focused on baseball. And that's how a lot of my friends were in high school. They only played video games here and there because they were more concerned about other things, whether that was having really good grades to get into a certain university or a sport or a job, or I understand that if you got other priorities aside from gaming. I'm not saying gaming's my only priorities. No, I play ball. That's my main priority, and then it's pretty much gaming. But gaming's a big part of my life, and I feel like I need to be exposed to a lot of different avenues, because if not, then you kind of get self-centered around one thing, and you never know anything more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you lived in a cave all your life and then you finally take a step outside and you realize there's more to the world than this dark, shithole for 20 years, you're just like, what the fuck have I been missing out on? I don't know any of this. I don't know what civilization is. I don't know what sex is, all that stuff. And that's why it's really important to at least try different things. I'm not saying you have to go out and get Persona, no, because most people won't like that game. I can pretty much guarantee you that. It's very, very different. But that's why games like Skyrim, Fallout, and Dragon Age they are so fun to me because they're so different. I love RPGs. Honestly, guys, if I had to play only one genre of gaming for my entire life, it'd be an RPG, easily, without a doubt. You get to be somebody that you always wanted to be. I get tired of having my, super muscle bound super soldiers saving the world over and over and over again. That stuff gets boring to me, man. And that kind of goes to other games too. Like, I'm not an Assassin's Creed fan because I've never really got into it, but it's just Assassin's Creed year after year after year, Call of Duty's year after year after year, And it was like that with Gears and Halo. Even though I like those games, I just need something different. That's why I love fighting games now. Ever since I got really into Injustice, I've loved fighting games. I love digging into the game, learning the meta, learning frames, learning all that matchups and stuff. It's almost like an extension of sports in a way, almost. Or solo sports, I should say, because it's you versus him. It's your character and your skills versus his character and his skills. Yo, dude, it's a chess match, It's just your skills versus him. Whoever's better is going to win. And I love that, I love that competition. I like competitive multiplayer, don't get me wrong. Titanfall is an exception because that game is at top 5 on my list. For real. No, real talk. Top 5 on my list. So I'm excluding that. But, I love me competitive gaming, but, it feels like after a while, some of the games are only a slight variation of each other. In some regards. That's not all. That's not saying Call of Duty is a little bit different than Halo. No, not at all. But it's just, I wish that we would get to see different titles on Xbox. When I bought Child of Light, I loved that game. I still haven't even finished it, but I loved playing it. It was so fun. It was so fun to me. It was a JRPG, a side-scroller. It had great combat, and it was turn-based combat that I was never used to. I never played like a Final Fantasy or anything, but it was dynamic because you have the time meter, and based on certain attacks and certain abilities, you can interrupt other people's, and it's awesome. I loved it. And there's collectibles in the world. The exploration is rewarded with different valuables that you can find. It was so much fun because it was so different. That's why when Ori and the Blind Forest got announced and I saw that at E3, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm buying that for sure, because it reminds me of Child of Light. I know it's going to be similar, and I know I'm going to love it. And if I love Child of Light, I know I'm going to love Ori and the Blind Forest. Sadly, it got delayed until 2015, but hey, that's okay. I'm a patient person when it comes to video games. If you have to delay your motherfucking game till however long you need to make sure that bitch is polished, looks nice and ready to go, I can wait, man. I can wait. A little off topic. But that's why small games like that, and Guacamelee, a platformer, a Metroidvania-style platformer, it's so fun, man, because it's so different. And, like, I love me action-adventure games, but, like, Grand Theft Auto and Watch Dogs is a tiny bit different, but they're so focused on gunplay, or not even gunplay, really, because there's nothing really, there's no real gunplay to it, but it's more focused on shooting and stuff than it's a one-directional, like, it's like a linear fashion of combat. You only got one thing to do. Watch Dogs is a little bit different because you can kind of control the environment around you through your hacks. But games like Far Cry, yes, it is a first-person shooter. Yes, it is an action-adventure game. But it's open world, it's a beautiful open world. You can do whatever you want in that, and combat's never the same. You can approach combat. You can approach one outpost and be completely different from another outpost, and that's what I love it, because you can play however you want. You can be stealthy throughout the whole game and use a bow and arrow or use silenced weapons, or you can go in guns blazing. You can be a pyromaniac and just use flamethrowers and molotovs, and I love it. I really do. It's so nice to have different games, not just the ones that you see every year. And it's hard because as a company. As a gaming company, you want to market the big titles. You want to market Call of Duty because a fuckload of people are going to buy it. You want to market Halo because it's been an exclusive title it's just thrown you, it has just plunged you into success for so many years. You're going to see that. Quantum Break, they're going to market the fuck out of that because it's an exclusive. That's a game that I'm personally really excited for. And all the other little games get, they get kind of swept under the rug. And it sucks because you have to do a little digging. But at the same time, it's kind of nice when you have to do a little digging, because then you say to yourself, wow, I can't believe a game this good was hiding in the shadows. But now that I took the time to, you know, look past all the other shit, and now I find such a gem like this, man, this is a great experience. I love it. I can't wait for the next installment or the DLC or, you know, whatever. So what I'm just trying to say to you guys is, one, it's like kind of going back, it's important to expand your gaming horizons. And two, just kind of look out for the other games that you never know could take you by surprise, and you may love them. You may love a certain fighting game. You might play a fighting game for the first time and be like, man, this game is so much fun. It's awesome. I really want to learn how to get good at it. You might play an RPG. If you haven't played an RPG in a long time, I don't know what you're doing with yourself, and God bless you. Get into Skyrim. Get into Fallout. You know, anything like that. Shit. Get into, hell, Far Cry. Far Cry's an action-adventure. Has a hell of a lot of RPG elements in it. But it's really important to get into other stuff, other avenues of gaming, because then you really expose yourself to a whole, many different worlds, many different universes. And especially with RPGs, you get to become someone that you always wanted to in like another life. Shit, if high school was like Persona 4 for me, oh my god, it'd have been the greatest experience of my life instead of what it turned out to be. And like I've said, you don't have to go out and buy Persona or something like that. But, you know, keep your eyes open, guys, because it's just, for me, I'm an all-around gamer. I love all kinds of games. Shooting games, strategy games, fighting games, hack and slash, hero games, Diablo, you know, stuff like that. RPG is probably my favorite genre of all time. But I would never be exposed to those if I never branched out and got out of my comfort zone, which is kind of funny to say that when you're talking about gaming, but really it is. Challenge yourself, learn about other games, about other developers that, who knows, you might fall in love with. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Kind of a long video. If you stayed through the whole thing, let me know what you guys think. What do you think about expanding your gaming horizons? You know, hidden gems out there like Persona, like fucking what's that? Damn it, there was an Xbox 360 game. Oh, Pure was a fantastic game. Pure was so much fun. Just those hidden gems, those different kind of games that you wouldn't really hear about. And then once you do find out about them and play them, you know, years down the line, because you never knew about them in the first place, they're such a great experience. So let me know what you guys think about those hidden gems, expanding your gaming horizons, trying out different games that you never would have thought of, and Xbox just being the dude man bro machine, you know? I get tired of the same old shit year after year after year. That's why games like Far Cry, games like Skyrim, Fallout, RPGs, Dragon Age, and Persona are something that really have a great influence on me and really have a positive impact on my my maturation as a gamer. So I'm pretty much done, guys. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Charmaine. I'm out. Peace. Have a good day.